I think the exciting thing is there are things that we can do to deal with that and help refocus. What are they?
Yeah. Well, first of all, and I think we've already kind of touched on it, be aware that they're real. That sometimes we feel like we're not enough. Sometimes we feel like we've got to have more.
Right.
And that's when you say, okay, that's what I'm going through right now. I'm not sure why. And we can start questioning, I'm wondering where that's coming from.
Yeah.
And we can start thinking, you know, what am I missing that I don't have enough of? Have I got a roof on my head? Have I got a car? Is there food in the refrigerator? Have I got people who love me? Huh?
Yeah.
Did I have good people around during my surgery? We can get in there and dialogue, but a friendly dialogue. Not, I can't have this feeling, but where's that coming from? It's almost like the child in us, if you want to go back to the child.
Yeah.
You know, to think danger's coming. Okay, there may be some danger, but let's think about what it could be. You start reframing.
Yeah.
Does that, you know, it seems to me that that's the way to do it, accept it and then dialogue.
Breathe deeply.
Yes, and dialogue it, talk to it, talk to that voice that seems to come in with fear or with negativity or I'm unloved. I mean, there are just so many ways that we can. One of the great things I learned studying cognitive work is rational work. Is, you know, they say take the trial to court, take the thought to court, put it on trial, and be your own kind of judge and jury and say, wow, that's not really true.
You're right.
That's not really true.
Play it to the worst case scenario. And
Yes.
go, oh, sounds so bad.
And one last thing is again, and this is where I think the powerful talk and dialogue and journaling, and of course, I mean, I'm not, counseling also helps.
Sure.
Because then you're able to go in and say, I wonder I see now where this comes from. I love people's stories, Whitney. They tell me so much about where we are today when we get the history.
Right.
And there's even aha moments with people that I work, like, oh my God, I never thought about that. That was really, really hard. And it's made me fearful of going into this kind of situation.
Yes.
Because that happened in the past.
Yes.
And then we work through it. Okay, you're not there anymore. Huh? You've changed. You're 3 years older. Whatever.
Absolutely.
You just moved. Well, you're looking at me like, are you thinking?
Yeah.
No.
It's actually a story about Kim. She had a kind of an aha moment, if you don't mind me sharing, just a little bit.
Please.
A couple of weeks ago, she had an aha moment of why she stands when she eats often. Like a lot of times we hear, like, Kim, don't you want to sit down? Don't you want to sit down? No, I want to stand up. And she said around her dinner table growing up, her father might get mad and throw something at her. Or anyone at the table. Yeah. And just haul off and get mad. And so she said, you know, if I'm not in the line of fire, if I'm eating over here, I'm not getting hit or struck by, you know, whatever was flying across the table.
That's a great story.
Wasn't that?
And it also brings me to another thing that I think we do to help it. What does Kim need to do? Sit at the table for 5 minutes, and then for 10 minutes, and then for 20 minutes. With safe people, and then for 40 minutes. Practice, change the behavior.
Yeah.
Change the behavior, even if it's short-lived. Now, if she wants to, she might be happy standing.
I was going to say, I think it feels really good to her.
Yeah,
she
may
feels
be
so
happy standing.
safe. But I think you're right that you know there are times that you really do need to sit down and eat, and so incremental times.
Yeah, and just not to put Kim in the therapy chair, but you know, Kim might also want to say to the people that, you know, she's going to, you know, I sometimes need to stand. It's my own stuff. Yeah. Nothing y'all have done. Because, you know, people can read that.
Of course we do.
Why is she standing? She doesn't want to sit?
Yeah, what's wrong with us? She doesn't want to sit with us.
And then we fall into, she doesn't like me.
Right.
So clarity can be so important.
Thank you. That's a great information for everyone dealing with anything like that.
Right.
Thank you.
The next time that I'm sick and y'all come over to drink martinis, I'm just going to walk out and say, no, y'all go somewhere else because I'm jealous.
We knew you would.
I'm jealous or sick.
I love it. Thanks, Dr. Nick. More Weekends with Whitney after this.